This week I need you to collaborate in a team to complete this project.
Bummer.
Sweet.
So you've been assigned to work in a team. Being able to work in teams is a strong skill that you can use throughout the course of your career. And a lot of times, you can't handpick everyone you work with.
Hello? Who is that?
Luckily for you, we've done scholarly research and read studies that talked about common issues people run into while working in groups. Here's one tip.
No, we're good.
What?
We got this. A group project is going to be easy.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then.
Well, look guys, it says here in the dossier.
Looks like our group is already jumping headfirst into things. A more experienced team knows that before you start, you should first identify the task at hand and establish some goals or objectives for the group. Employee 2 is already giving commands without even knowing his group members' strengths and weaknesses. He might not even know their names. It is important for the group to communicate what areas each member shines in and which ones they should avoid. Identifying goals and objectives and sharing strengths and weaknesses allows for proper delegation of tasks and results in a much more polished product in the end. Let's check back in on our group.
I'm not gonna do it that way because I want what's easier for me, so.
I don't see the point in that. I mean, come on.
Okay, fine. What were you going to say?
Of course, the first step for working in teams is to have active communication throughout the project. The most important point for this is in the beginning.
Why?
Research showed that groups are more successful when they communicate heavily before the project even begins. Groups need to talk about what their goals are and what tasks need to be completed in order to reach these goals.
My goal is to make a projection so good that I get a promotion.
My goal was literally just to not get fired here.
Yeah, no, extra cheese, no olives, anchovies. Oh, the goals? Yeah, my goal is to have pizza for lunch. Yeah, no, just some work, people. No, extra cheese.
Those kind of goals aren't going to be very beneficial for now. You have to talk about what you want as a group, not just your individual goals, or else the project will fall apart before it even starts. This ensures that everyone in the group is working towards the same objectives. Employee 2, what do you think?
Yeah, sounds great. We're just gonna have to break it up and I'll do pieces of it individually if that sounds what you guys would like to do.
Yeah, and we can figure out what everyone's stronger at doing and what people want to do and go from there with breaking up the tasks.
All right, sounds like we've got a pretty good plan. We've got some excellent goals for this project.
Woo!
Great job, y'all. You're working so well together now. Let's get to the next tip.
Oh no, we are good.
What?
We're working really well together now.
Yeah, I think we know what's going on here.
So I know we talked about it before, but I think you all should gather information and conduct the study results. And I'm gonna look for field evidence that supports our marketing findings.
I really don't want to do any analytical results that are unrelated to finance.
You guys are messing this up. You all can work together or decide what we should all do. Instead of a promotion, I might get fired.
I hope you all get fired. This is ridiculous.
Look, if we're going to get fired, can it be before lunch? Because that pizza is on the way.
You haven't even been worried about this project. You've just been worried about pizza.
I mean, it's going to be here soon.
Whoa, guys. You guys. What is going on?
These team members suck.
No, these team members suck.
You know what? I just don't know what's happening anymore.
Sounds like you all are having some conflict issues. Would you like our second tip now?
Fine. What are you gonna say now?
Our second tip is about conflict management. We found in several studies that while conflict is inevitable, there are ways to deal with it positively.
This is not a positive experience, but go ahead, I guess.
In the planning part of your project, it's important to create a plan that states what the team will do in the midst of a conflict. You need to think ahead of what steps you can take to deal with any issues that come up.
How are we possibly supposed to think that far ahead?
The plan doesn't have to be perfect. Just brainstorm a few things that could go wrong and go from there. Maybe there will be arguments between team members, or between your supervisor and the team as a whole. Or maybe something happens that stops the project in its tracks. These are possible conflicts, and you can prepare yourselves by creating a conflict plan in the beginning.
Well, thanks, dude. But as you can see, we are having conflict in the middle of our project.
Yeah, what do we do since we're past the planning part?
Great questions. There are many ways you can practice conflict management. A good first step is to share and define your needs. You also need to listen to the other person's needs.
Awesome. What I need is for you all to get it together so we can do some of this project.
You also need to use I language while doing so. Describe what is making you upset without evaluating the other people.
Fine. I'm frustrated because you all aren't cooperating with our goals.
I'm upset because I feel like you all are trying to control me.
I'm annoyed because still don't know what we're trying to do here. Alright, so what I think we should do here is we should just go back, explore our goals, and try and figure out where our conflict's coming from and what we need to do now.
Yeah. I'm sorry that we've all felt like this, but I think if we go back to the beginning and just refocus on what we want to do, that it'll work out.
Absolutely. This is actually going to be a really good team, really good presentation here.
With that. There we go.
You did it. You're able to manage your conflict and find a new way to work together.
Yeah, we're actually a pretty good team.
Thanks, Invisible Voice, for all your help.
You're welcome.
It's gonna tough, I guess. I don't know.
Classic.
That'll look really really rough because it was not smooth whatsoever. But good job.